We learned new information about the history of the suspected abuse in the home.
And News 3's Rachel Carden is here now with the disturbing and heartbreaking details on a story that's really torn up the community since we learned about it last week.
Hey, Anthony and Barbara. Yeah, so we just want to warn you guys, some of these details are very hard to hear. We know more now about the alleged abuse of 11-year-old Heaven Watkins after the Commonwealth's attorney detailed this alleged murder and another situation from back in February. This morning in a Norfolk courtroom, a judge said 33-year-old Latoya Smith must remain behind bars. Smith and her fiance, DeMont Harris, are charged in the murder of little 11-year-old Heaven Watkins, a child who lived with autism and cerebral palsy. Police found the child dead in her Bellevue home last week. A medical examiner said blunt force trauma to the head killed the little girl. But today in court, the prosecutor said the child also had multiple rib fractures, new and old. She had severe abdominal wounds and brain bleeding. The evidence also shows there was an instance on February 26th where the prosecutor said the co-defendant, DeMont Harris, held Heaven's hand under scalding hot water as punishment, burning her. Heaven was taken to the hospital where she stayed for 6 days as doctors conducted a skin graft. Defense counsel argued, saying her client is also the victim of this kind of abuse, and she was often not the aggressor in Heaven's abuse. But the judge ruled that by sitting by and watching it happen, this mother is just as much at fault and therefore a danger to the community. Smith's other daughters are with Child Protective Services, and her son, according to the court, has been staying with his aunt in Minnesota. Harris has a bond hearing next week. Smith won't face a judge again until the end of July. The neighborhood is holding a vigil for Heaven Watkins tonight outside her Bellevue Avenue apartment.